Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an eyebrow tutorial on how I do my eyebrows. So if you like what you see and you like the way I do my eyebrows, please continue watching. To start off with brushing the hair, and I'm going to brush it down just because I want to line the top of the eyebrow, so this way we can see where that line has to go. And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brown in medium brown, and make sure that you dab your brush into the product. It is a gel formula, so you don't want to pick up too much of the product, and we can always build it up. And I don't like to line the front portion, that little bit here, just because I don't want it to be too sharp and noticeable. So I'm going to, once I actually line the bottom and start filling the rest of the eyebrow, then I'll take care of the front portion of the eyebrow. We're just going to use upward strokes and lightly fill in the eyebrow. So now I'm going to brush the hairs back in place where I want it to be. Okay, so that's good. And we're just going to line the bottom of the eyebrow. So now I'm just filling in all of the spots where I don't have much hair, so just the bald spots. And you could take a little bit more product at this point just to fill in all those spots. And so now, working with the front portion of the eyebrow, we're going to line it very lightly and then use upward strokes to, so just this way, to fill it in. So I don't like my eyebrows to look the same color all the way, so I like it to be a little faded, so it's like a light brown going to like a medium or dark brown. And so that's why I use very light strokes, a very light hand to fill in the front. So now we're going to use a concealer and sculpt out the eyebrows. So if you've got some of that dip brow product, maybe in places where you don't want it to be, and if the line at the top or the bottom is not as crisp as you want it to be, we're going to use that concealer to make sure that it is now. So we're going to line the bottom again, just as we did with the dip brow, but obviously lower, so we're cleaning it up. And we're going to line the front portion again very lightly, not as much product as we have in the middle or the end of the eyebrow. And we're going to do the same thing with the top. So we're just going to line it up and just clean. And we're going to lightly do the front of the eyebrow here, or the start of the eyebrow, and I'm not using any more product. I'm just kind of using whatever's on this brush and just lightly cleaning it up. Okay, so And so the last step is to use my foundation brush, which I used earlier to apply my foundation all over my face. And we're just going to blend the concealer with the foundation so that we don't get that line with the two colors. Because obviously my foundation color is a lot darker than my concealer, so we're going to make sure that we don't see that line between the two colors. So I'm not taking any more product on my foundation brush. Whatever was on it from earlier on when I applied my foundation, I'm just going to basically use this foundation brush and just dab on and blend. And I'm very lightly going to use my foundation brush and tap onto the front portion just so we could get a little bit of more of that faded look so that the colors are not exactly the same. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Both eyebrows are done now, and I'm just going to give you guys a look. Just keep in mind that I would say it's almost impossible to get both of the eyebrows to look the same, just like, you know, when you're doing your eyeshadow, both eyes don't look the same, but this is as good as it gets. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this eyebrow tutorial, and if you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did, and liked the way that I do my eyebrows, and that you learned maybe a different way or a better way of doing your eyebrows. And if you have any questions or comments, please do write it down below, and I'll be glad to answer any. So I will see you guys in my next video. Stay beautiful, and see you. Bye bye.